No one watches my content, and here's why I'm okay with that. Okay, I know a few of you guys are here, and to you I say thank you for tuning back in, but that's not the point of this video. The point is to tell a story to you guys to hopefully make you feel more comfortable going after things in your life that might scare you. So my name is Alex Johnson. If you have not figured out yet, I like to post these videos kind of as a side hobby. No, I don't do it full time. I don't get to spend as much time as I'd like throughout the week because I have school and work and other responsibilities. So maybe I only get a couple hours to spend doing this stuff. But yes, I hope to continue making these kinds of videos. And I really do hope that my content somewhere in the future will help other people to live better lives and to take action and to become inspired to, be more intentional with their time and what they're doing in their life, their decisions that they're making. So anyways, this video is not really supposed to be about me, but rather giving you a personal story that can hopefully help you in trusting the process and giving yourself a chance. So to give you guys some context, I've always liked content creation. I would make these homemade videos as soon as I got my little hands on the iPod Touch that had a camera on it, and I would download the apps that let you splice videos together. I remember getting GoPros for my birthday and for Christmas, borrowing my mom's camera to take pictures and videos of just me and my friends doing cool stuff and trying to tell a story through that. I loved it. And when social media boomed, I always thought it'd be cool to get more into posting content, posting pictures and videos and trying to tell a story. But I always had this fear of being in front of a camera and posting for my friends to see. What would they think of me? I always struggled with wanting a video or some kind of picture to be nearly perfect to me before I'd feel okay with putting it out there in public. Really, I think I was just scared to express myself too much, and I worried about what my friends, would think about me if I posted this or that kind of video, which sounds stupid looking back on it, and maybe you guys can relate to that in some kind of way. Well, fast forward years later, and I think more recently I've just been able to say screw it, and I didn't want to limit myself anymore to just posting content that I thought my friends would enjoy, but I wanted to post things that meant a lot to me. A little over a year ago, I posted my first ever, talking head video, and it was just me in my truck talking about a book that I read that meant a lot to me, and I was passionate about it. So although I was scared to post this kind of video, it was a small win because I was talking about something that I was passionate about, and I got over that hump of just me being scared to post a video on a whim. It was the first time I was able to just take a video of me talking and post that for people to see without putting a whole lot of thought or effects or whatever onto it. Now that video I'm talking about didn't go viral, and really none of my content up to this point has gone big or gone viral, but I don't really care about that, and this is why. If nothing else comes from this, I've gotten over a real fear of just talking into a camera like this and posting it online. And if you've struggled with something like this yourself, I'd encourage you to just start now. Start as soon as you can if that's something that you've always wanted to do. Your hurdle, your fear might be going to the gym. Maybe that's going out for a run or trying a new hobby, whatever it might be. Personally, I've gotten so much better at just making these kinds of videos and speaking into a camera, being able to articulate my thoughts. I've gotten a whole lot better than what I was a year ago. And I went from needing to take dozens of takes on the camera to only doing 1 or 2 takes. And although I don't have too much to show for it yet, the work that I've done has done more on me than I have on it, if that makes any sense. So the work that I have put into this has done more on me than I have on it. So here's the lesson that I've learned through it all. You have to get started. You have to go through a period of time where you're not very good at the thing that you're doing. That's a prerequisite to becoming good or great at something. Another big lesson I've learned is a lot of times there's not going to be people cheering you on at every step of the way or helping you out through the process. And that's okay. That's not a new idea. I want you to think about your favorite movie, whatever that movie is, and remember the part where the hero or the main character has this big issue and then just immediately solves the problem, comes to a resolution, and then the movie's over. And I hope you're getting to the point that I'm trying to make, because that didn't happen. Any kind of movie, where the main character or the hero has this big issue, they're going to go through a lot of work and a lot of trials and tribulations to get to that end conclusion, to, the resolution and maybe a happy ending. A movie that really got me fired up as a kid was watching Rocky, all the Rocky Balboa movies, and the best part to me was in the middle, the training montages, where a lot of times he was alone. He was training and punching the bag, going on runs, doing all this stuff to prepare for a fight that happened at the end of the movie. And he was working really hard without any kind of crowds there to cheer him on or to, clap when he accomplished some kind of feat. And that was the part of the story that made the victory so good at the end. So what does this have to do with you or I? Well, if you're like me, then maybe you do have these big goals that you want to achieve in life. That could be a following on social media, a big financial goal. That could be to get in the best physical shape of your life. Anything, whatever it is, you might be looking at this big gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. There might be a big delta between those two. And the one thing that will actually narrow that gap is doing the work. It's not dreaming of it or reading a book about it or talking about it. It's just doing the work to get there. And a lot of people, including myself, might be scared at doing things that we suck at. It's embarrassing. It might not feel good at first, whatever it is. To share an example, I've put hours at a time making a video and putting a video together that might only get 20 to 30 views. And I was probably half of those views just watching it over and over again. And you know what? That's okay. Until you win, the effort and your time that you put into something will probably go unnoticed. And that is fine, because during that time, you are actually refining yourself and you're earning the ability and the right to be good at whatever the thing is that you're doing. And this is what you want. You really want that time to improve yourself before you do get in front of some kind of crowd, or before you actually do have the chance to go perform that thing. So for an example, Steph Curry, the basketball player, it's said that he makes about 500 shots a day for practice, just for a handful of those to actually be celebrated and televised in front of a big crowd during a game. So an estimated, millions of shots of that basketball had to be made to get him to the point where he is today. Most of which were probably in an empty gym without a crowd or without people cheering him on to get there. I hope you're getting the point that I'm trying to make. And the idea is, I think there's a lot of things that we all want to accomplish in our lives, and we might not have actually put the effort into trying it. Maybe we've had fear or hurdles preventing us from trying that. And my hope is that you will put your best foot forward and think about going and taking action on those things. Do the practice that will actually get you to where you want to be. Make a plan on how you will get better and achieve the scary goals that you might have. Break it down step by step. And look, if you feel like no one is there to clap for you and cheer you on, I'm sorry. But I also want you to know that you might not get any of those cheers until you actually do that thing. But that's going to be the part of the story worth telling. Look, I appreciate you guys, and I hope this video at least just made you think. Feel free to reach out to me privately. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. If this video gave you any value in any kind of way, go out there and kill it. Until next time, guys.